Namaste, beautiful, beautiful spirit. Move into your child's pose with your hips open, so knees out towards the edges of your mat, and rest your upper body forward onto the earth. Spend these first moments in child's pose, breathing deeply and dropping into your body, checking in with your body. This sensual flow style of practice is really meant to be a romance with the present, with the simplicity of your senses, the movement, and the moment. Bring your hands closer to the shoulders and lift up to all fours. Bring your knees hip distance apart and bend your elbows, lowering the front body down to the earth. Extend your legs back. We'll flow through some cobra lifts, feeling head and shoulders off your mat as you inhale and breathe out, melting forward. Light press through the palms as you lift and exhale, release down. Explore this a few times with your own rhythm of breath. And press down through the palms. Send your hips back to all fours, your tabletop pose. Sit back on your heels. Bring your legs out in front of you, and let's move into our butterfly. Let the soles of your feet kiss and let the knees point away from each other, opening the hips. Stretch your arms forward to the edges of your mat. Let your upper body sway freely. Breathing in and breathing out through your nose. And drag your hands back as you sit up. Bring your knees together and head up to hands and knees with me. I have to turn and face the long edge of my mat, but you don't need to. I just need more space for my right side. So extend your right leg out long so the right foot is in line with the right hip. Take a couple rounds of cat-cow. Let the belly dip down as you inhale and breathe out. Look towards your navel and curl your back body. Inhale as you stretch the front body. Breathe out as you stretch and round your backside. Slide your hands back, round up to standing. Sweep your arms towards the sky. Left hand holds the right wrist. Turn the right palm up. Stretch over towards your extended leg. As you breathe in, lift back up. And as you breathe out, side stretch towards your extended leg. Take one more lift and then side bend. Turn towards your extended leg and bring your hands down. Fold in just for a moment. Hands walk back to center. Bring the right knee in and extend your left leg out into your gate pose. Move through a few of those front and back body openers. Breathing in, belly down, breathing out, pressing the navel up. Let your practice be about nurturing your body, about exploring and feeling, and letting this be an experience over finding the perfect looking posture. Bring your hands back and circle your arms up. Left hand holds the right wrist. Let's take our flowing side bends. Lean towards your extended leg and breathe in, come back up. Breathe out, side stretch. And back to center, breathe in. One more time, lean and lengthen the side body. Turn towards your extended leg. Release your hands down. Feeling this beautiful stretch to the back of your leg. And bring your hands back to center and bring your left leg in. Take this transition nice and slow. Tuck your toes. Let your hips sink back and then press your hips back into downward facing dog. Let your hips sway or walk it out to help loosen the backs of your legs. Ground down through the left foot and send your right leg up for your one-legged downward dog. Bend the knee and open up the right hip. Mindfully step the right foot on the outside of your right hand for our deep lunge. Keep your back knee away from your mat and take a moment here to hang out. Let your hips soften down towards your mat. Drop your back heel down to your mat and wave your arms up into your warrior two. Open your arms as you breathe in and wrap your arms into your eagle. Left arm cradling the right. Breathe in, lift your elbows up, illuminating and stretching the front body. Breathe out into your relaxed warrior. Let your forearms come down towards the earth on the inside of your right leg. Add in a little sway with the upper body so you just feel this yummy stretch across the back body and the shoulder blades. Release your hands down in front of you. Gaze up as you inhale. Lift the back heel and turn to the front of your mat and release your back knee down into your lunge. Breathe in and stretch your right arm up for a mild twist. Bring your right hand behind your head. Tap your right elbow to the mat. And then reach and extend your right arm up again. Use your core strength to move into reverse revolved, right hand behind you as the left arm reaches to the right back corner of your mat. It might feel good to look up or look over the right shoulder. Swim your hands down to frame your front foot and send your hips back for seated half split. Here too, hands at the edges of your mat, and let's sway and soften in with a little movement to help us. Bend your right knee, tuck the back toes, lift the right knee up towards your heart center and step back to plank. Release your knees to the mat and lower chest and chin down for modified vinyasa. Come up to a supported up dog with your knees on your mat. Right toes point behind you as you lean onto the left hip. Back through center, lean to your right as your left toes reach across to the opposite side of the mat. Hips come back to your mat, tuck your toes. Hips sink back towards the heels and then press into downward dog. Left leg stretches up now for your one-legged down dog. Bend the knee and open through the left hip. Step your left foot on the outside of your left hand. Let your hips relax towards your mat. You can softly sway your hips here. And bring your back heel down to your mat and open up to our warrior two. This time, right arm cradles the left, wrapping your arms around each other. Breathe in as you open and stretch through the front body. Breathe out and fold forward on the inside of your left leg. Find an exploratory and feel good movement with the upper body here. Unwrap your arms, tent the hands and look forward. Square your hips to the front of the mat and release into your supported lunge. Send your left arm up for a mild twist. Fingertips behind your head. Tap the left elbow to your mat and then open and stretch your left arm up again. Hug the navel in and lift your upper body into your reverse revolved crescent. Right arm stretches and reaches up and over. Hands twirl down and frame your front foot. Send your hips back, seated half split. Straighten out your left leg and flex the left toes. Deepen in and relax into this by inviting in some movement with the upper body and maybe even with the hips a bit. Move your hips forward towards the top of your mat. And let's head back into plank so we can flow through our funky vinyasa once more. So knees down, chest and chin to your mat. Pick your heart up into a supported upward dog. Let's tap with the right toes. Back to center and then tap with the left. And press your hips back into your tabletop pose. Sit back on your heels into your hero's pose. We'll move through our dancing camel. So right hand to the right heel. Press your hips forward and stretch your left arm to the back of your mat. Sit back down, switch sides, left hand to left heel. Hips press forward, right arm reaches back. And let's flow this a few times, going from side to side, stretching through the front body from the quads to the heart and throat, and then even illuminating the side body a little bit as you lengthen a bit more through your lifted arm. Release your hips down and come all the way down to a cross-legged seat with the right shin closest to the top of your mat. Extend the right leg out long. Left hand by the left hip. Wave and open into your stargazer, propping up onto the left knee, drawing the head back. Release your hips down and fold forward over your right extended leg. You can start to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth for a more relaxing and releasing rhythm of breath. Let's take a few more deep breaths, relaxing more towards the earth with each exhale. Slide your hands back towards your hips so you can sit back up. Left hand by your left hip. Lean onto your left side so you can bring your right heel back by the right hip. Bring your hands behind your hips. You have a few options here. So you can lower down to your forearms and kind of find a fish pose variation by releasing your head back and pressing the heart up. Or if you'd like to really feel the deepest expression of this, you can lower all the way down onto your back. So this really goes deep into the right quad. And then you have this beautiful hip opening tree pose shape with your left leg. And to move out of this, if you're completely on your back, reach your right arm over to the left and stack your knees on top of each other. And just for a moment, let your hands be at the back of your mat so you feel this mild twist. Deep breath. Walk your hands forward and turn to the front of your mat. Extend your left leg out now, and the right sole of the foot is on the left inner thigh. Right hand by your right side, lift the hips, press your hips forward and relax your head back into your stargazer. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, sit down and fold over the extended leg. Take deep breaths to nurture and nourish your body. Bring your shoulders back up and over your hips. Lean into the right hip and swing your left heel back by your left hip. Moving into the variation of this space that you would like to explore. I was in the mood to just go right down onto my back, so whatever's calling to you, seeing what your body is asking. And whether you're on your back or up on the palms, stack your knees over to your right, rolling onto your right side, and bringing both hands so that the center of your heart is facing the back of your mat. So you get this yummy twist. Let's head towards the front of our mat. And we'll move into our final space together, taking a few moments for stillness and total blissful relaxation. And close down your eyes if you'd like, and move into this space with some deep breath, sighing your breath away. Enjoy this pause. You just soak in the beautiful energy of your practice. Stay here for as long as you need. When you're ready to close your practice, though, take in some deep breaths, breathing in positive energy and gratitude, waking your body up with some fresh inhales and releasing exhales, and bring this beautiful energy that you created with you. Thank you for practicing with me, and I look forward to our next class together.